This is JM Bulacan of MobileTechPinoy.com, and DTT tuners aren't anything new, but when it comes from GMA, people are going to pay attention. Now, GMA was kind enough to send their newest DTT tuner, and while the AffordaBox was for the TV that goes into your living room, the new GMA Now is designed for your phone. But what does it do differently from every other DTT tuner out there? Well, it does have a few things up its sleeve. First off, let's check out what's in the box. The GMA Now promises an easy 4-step setup from the time you install the app to when you start watching. We'll be the judge of that. Now, the box this thing comes in is already pretty small if you ask me. Or maybe I'm just used to smartphone unboxings, but honestly, this smaller pull-out box should have been all that was needed. Anyway, taking out the GMA Now, and we see that it's barely any larger than the tiny flash drives these days. Heck, it looks more like a micro USB adapter than anything else. And of course, there's going to be a manual, but who reads those these days? Here we have a telescopic antenna, which is for when you're indoors and need better reception, with the other end being what you'll want to plug into the receiver. The tip of the antenna feels a bit too fragile though, and gives me some concern over durability. Thankfully, this isn't the antenna you'll be using on a commute. Instead, it's going to be this hand strap antenna. Now, when I first heard of the GMA Now, I wondered if they would be making both micro USB and Type-C versions. Now, that's not what's going to happen. Instead, you get a Type-C adapter, which is fine since you can use it with other micro USB accessories that might need adapting to Type-C. Since my phone uses a Type-C port, I'll basically be chaining everything together, plugging the hand strap antenna into the GMA Now, then plugging it into the Type-C adapter before eventually plugging it into my phone. For now, everything is a tight fit, especially the antenna plugging into the receiver, but I do worry about things loosening up. With the hardware all set up, it's time to actually start watching. GMA was kind enough to include a gooseneck smartphone holder for hands-free enjoyment. Might as well put it to good use. So far so good, easy enough to set up, but right now I'm getting a few stutters on the hand strap antenna, so I decided to replace it with the telescopic antenna. Definitely an improvement, though this is definitely a setup you'll only want to use indoors. The GMA Now app was easy enough to install and register, and to its credit, it's simple but gives you all the functionality you need, including a quick menu to browse through channels and switch through different aspect ratios. You can also swipe left or right to switch channels, as well as use gestures to control volume and brightness. Let's take a moment to appreciate the crystal clear reception.
Maganda nangyari because inuna yung makina sa training eh. Magpatak muna tayo yung maibibenta sa barkada na mabilis para kayo may pera agad.
If you've made it this far, why not like and subscribe? It really goes a long way in supporting this channel. You can even let me know what you want to see from me in the future by commenting below. Interestingly, the app offers even more features in portrait orientation. For some channels, you'll find YouTube videos you can watch in-app. You can also view and edit your profile, and even react to some of the programs while you're watching them, which is an interesting way to bring the social aspect to broadcast TV. To be honest, when I first got the GMA Now, I thought it would just be another DTT receiver. However, it's nice to see the social aspect that allows you to react to TV programs while you're watching them and even participate in promos. For just 649 pesos and no monthly fees, there's a large market for the GMA Now, especially when all of the streaming services start to add up.